You know about the Bundys, I suppose, in Bunkersville, Nevada, have been invaded by the Federals, BLM primarily, to seize their cattle and basically to ruin them and even put their lives in danger all over supposedly a couple of things. One is a supposedly rare desert tortoise, which I understand isn't rare at all. That's just an excuse, sort of like what the feds used on some of the gold mines not far from here, saying that there were endangered species there, some type of deer, when there aren't even any deer there, period. That was several years ago. But anyway, that's the first thing, supposedly over some rare tortoise. And the second thing is that there was apparently a 1993, I guess, change in policy. It might be a regulation, I'm not sure. It really doesn't matter. The point is it was designed to shut down ranching for people like the Bundys in Bunkersville. Has nothing to do with anything other than control.
Roy and I went about 80 miles north here of Las Vegas to a community called Bunkersville, Nevada. Historically a Mormon community. I would say it's at least 80% Mormon to this day. They're being overrun there by federal agents, violating their oath of office. They are stealing private property, Clyde Bundy's cattle. One of his sons tried to document it, got his camera out, and because he was not in what they call a First Amendment zone, he was assaulted.
But he was on the major highway. He was on the highway.
Yeah, he was on public property. He was beat up. They said a canine on him and took him to jail, arrested him. There are some pictures of him right now that you can see on the internet where he was beat up pretty badly. His face is bruised, and this is getting ridiculous. Well, it's been ridiculous for some time. But the fact of the matter is, I think this is a lot bigger than first appearances. Something's going on here. You know, this is right off a major thoroughfare, I-15. All of Southern California, Southern Nevada depend upon I-15 for transportation, for goods and services coming in. And it's a bottleneck there. It goes to the Virgin River Gorge. If you cut that off, you have isolated some major metropolitan areas. Yeah, and once you get into Utah there on the other side of Virgin River, you have a lot of farming communities, ranching communities that supply a lot of food. Clyde Bundy's ranch is a major supplier of beef. So I think there's something else going on here. Roy and I were there yesterday. We took a look around. There's some interesting things taking place. It looked like they actually commandeered a motel. They got it all taped off with yellow tape. They're the only ones that are in there. They're driving up and down the roads. They're everywhere. Clive and his family and other people have said they have seen snipers on the hills. This is insane. This is a hostile takeover of the United States of America. I have a strong suspicion that, the truth be known, we'd find out these federal agents are either UN troops. They're calling them contractors. You know, they could be anything. So maybe UN troops taking a little bit too far, but I truly believe, so just a few that I saw.
We're the same mercenaries that are in Ukraine right now.
Exactly.
Academy and Greystone.
Exactly.
Those evil bastards. Sorry, Brian. I'm pissed today.
I appreciate all the help I can get. The few that I saw, it just looked like typical Eastern European types. You know, I didn't get a chance to get up close and personal. I really wanted to, but and there is a certain amount of conjecture on my part in saying that. It's a gut feeling more than anything. But when I see this prototype, you see them everywhere. This prototype new soldier, this prototype new law enforcement. They look like they're all on steroids, buffed out, militarized. They're bald. And anytime you see a young guy that doesn't have a hair on his head, he's as bald as a billiard, you can almost bet that he's been doing steroids. That's one of the first things that goes, is their hair.